It's time to form our embouchure. The embouchure is the way you form your mouth, lips, and teeth to produce a sound on a wind instrument. For these exercises, you'll need your mouthpiece and a mirror to check for proper mouthpiece placement and embouchure. If you don't have a mirror, press pause and find one to use for this video. First, let's look at the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece has several parts. They are the rim, the cup, and the shank. When performing on the tuba, it's important to place the rim of the mouthpiece in the correct spot on your lips at the correct angle. Watch as Keith properly places his mouthpiece. Generally speaking, the mouthpiece should be centered left to right and top to bottom on your mouth. The shank should be slightly angled downward so the mouthpiece is flush against your mouth. Notice that while the mouthpiece is flush against his lips, he's not pressing the mouthpiece into his lips. Also notice that he's holding the mouthpiece by the shank with 2 fingers and a thumb, and he's not covering up the opening at the end of the shank. When playing your instrument, it is important to sit with proper posture. Notice that Keith's head is slightly elevated and that he always brings the mouthpiece and mirror up to him. You should not bend over or lower your head to place the mouthpiece. Keep your correct posture as you set your mouthpiece to your lips. Now let's practice placing our mouthpiece with Keith. First, keep your lips together. Do not tuck or roll your lips in. They should be together and naturally soft. Now take your mouthpiece and hold it by the shank with 2 fingers and a thumb, as Keith is doing here. Using your mirror, place the mouthpiece on your closed lips in the centered position. Check to make sure your mouthpiece is centered left to right on your mouth. Also check that the line between your lips goes through the middle of the mouthpiece. Now bring the mouthpiece back down. Let's try that one more time. Sit with correct posture and hold the mouthpiece correctly. Now bring up your mirror and place your mouthpiece in the correct spot on your lips. Bring the mouthpiece down. Press pause and practice this several times without making a sound to get comfortable placing your mouthpiece correctly using these important reminders. Now that you are comfortable placing your mouthpiece correctly, let's practice blowing air through your mouthpiece. Watch as Keith demonstrates this exercise a few times. Notice that he breathes through the corners of his mouth, leaving the top and bottom part of the mouthpiece set on his lips. Don't let any air leak out of the sides of your mouth. To focus all of the air into the mouthpiece, the rim of the mouthpiece seals against the mouth but is not pressed into the lips. Also, the corners of the mouth should be firm but not tight, and the chin should be smooth and pointed down. Now let's try this together with Keith. Use your mirror to set your mouthpiece correctly, like before. Be sure to take a full breath through your corners and blow all of your air into the mouthpiece. 1, 2, ready, breathe. It's important to keep your mouth and throat open when playing the tuba. Work to keep your back teeth slightly apart to allow the air to flow through your mouthpiece. This will ensure that your front teeth are not in the way of the airstream. Let's try this again with Keith. Set your mouthpiece. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Bring the mouthpiece down. Try one more time with Keith. Bring your mirror up. Set your mouthpiece correctly. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Work to keep the airspeed steady and your mouth very still. Try this one last time with Keith. Be sure to use your mirror to see if your embouchure is correct. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Bring your mouthpiece back down. Practice this exercise a few times on your own. Each time you practice, focus on these essential elements of brass playing. Set your mouthpiece correctly. Breathe through your corners. Blow all of the air into the mouthpiece. Use firm but not tight corners. Work to have a smooth chin. Keep the inside of your mouth tall and open. Keep your teeth apart. And keep your mouth still and your airstream at a constant speed. Setting your mouthpiece correctly is an important part of getting a good tone on the tuba.